we all should try to smash. So I'm like, okay, I'm next man up. I'm gonna go try to smash. Like, you feel me? I'm like, okay, my turn. So then I smash.
Oh man, here we go again. Had me waiting all night, but she ain't show again.
What's up, YouTube? It's Giante here, back with another video. And I've been gone for like 3 months, but that's because I've been trying to get my life together. Because it's been crazy. But that's besides the point. I'm back and I'm dropping bangers. I got like 5 story times for y'all. 5 crazy ass story times. But anyways, today we have the most uncomfortable sneaky link I've ever had in my life. Like, hands down, horrible. Okay, so this was 2019, which was my senior year of high school. And it was like right towards the end. This may have been like February-ish, like end of January, somewhere in there. But I was like messing with this girl. I have to give y'all the backstory. This girl had a crush on me since like 8th grade. Like, she was like, she just wanted me. And my mom was always like, she's such a sweet girl, like, you just give her a chance. Like, you should just give her a chance. And like, I'm like, nah, like, not my type of girl. Like, no offense, just not my type of girl. I was not a fan. And then senior year came. She, you know, she looked a little better or whatever. Like, she was kind of cute, you know. And we had some classes together. I think we had like 2 periods together, if I'm correct. And, you know, she would try to talk to me, whatever. Like, I'll talk to her, whatever. Like, it was just like, it's cordial. And I had her added on Snap. Now, like, she was like a quiet girl. Like, nobody really like talked to her. Like, she just was doing her own thing. Like, she wasn't like getting bullied or anything like that, but like nobody really just talked to her because she was always in her own world, you know, chilling. And then my friend, one of my friends, who also is a girl, was like best friends with her. Like, they literally were like really tight in high school and like middle school. Like, they were cool. So sometimes when I would be hanging out with her, she would be there. And one night she asked me to go to the movies. And so we're just gonna call this girl, what should we call this girl? We're gonna call this girl Jordan, right? So this girl name is Jordan, the girl who had the crush on me. And so we go to the movies. It's me, Jordan, and the other girl. And, you know, we're watching the movie, whatever. So she sits next to me, and the other girl sits on the, like, you know, next to her. And we're just sitting there, we're watching the movie. She's just like, you know, she's trying to touch me and stuff, whatever. But I'm kind of feeding into it, you know, like, as a guy, you know, you play that game, you kind of feed into it, like, never know where it might go. So then the movie ends, and I dropped the first girl. So I drove, and I picked them both up, and I took them both home. So we dropped the first girl off, and then the girl Jordan, I had to drop her off second because she lived a little closer to my house. And like, as we're driving, she's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like,
what do you mean by that?
Like, I was just dropping you off, whatever. In the middle of all our houses, there's a park. So we pull into the little park or whatever. And, you know, I park in the spot and we're chilling. And then we just start kissing. You know how it goes. So we're kissing. And then she gives me head, like.
I fucking love that nigga.
She threw the neck. And that shit was smooth. Like, it was actually like good. Like, I don't think she had ever done it before. If she did, it was probably like one other time before that or something like that, I think she told me. That's just what she told me.
Stop the cap.
But you know, I don't like it. So for me to say it's smooth, it must have actually been smooth for that time, right? But then, like, you know, she's like, don't tell anyone. Like, please don't tell anyone, like, at all. I'm like, shit, you ain't gotta tell me twice. Like, you know, I look at it like this. If I say nothing, there's more where that came from. If I say something, I probably ruined the chances for me in the future. You feel me? That's just how I think. But like, every guy doesn't think that way. So then I take her home, whatever, I drop her off. And the next day in school, you know, rumors start spreading around, like whatever. But I don't think I'm like the center of the room, like, you know, whatever. I'm like, there's no way this rumor is about me because it was just me and her. This literally happened yesterday, you know. Usually rumors take time to spread in high school, like at least 2-3 days, and then it's just everywhere and it's just this big story, right? But no, it just had to be me. I knew it low-key could be facts if it was about me. So then we're in like 8th period of the day, and one of my friends asked me like, did such and such get you head or whatever? And I'm just like, nah, like, what make you think that?
Stop the cap.
And they're like, oh, everybody talking about like she, you know, she get you head. So I'm like, bruh, how is this even like possible? Oh, like, I'm like, I literally didn't tell anybody. But you know me, I deny everything until I talk to the other person involved. So I wasn't saying shit until I talked to Shawty. So basically, I let the day go by. It was the 8th period, so you know, after that, I'm going home. I'm not too concerned about the rumor because it's not like nothing bad was going around. But then one of my close friends asked me, he's like, you know, did you mess with such and such? He's like my best friend, you know, like we locked in like that still to this day. And I was just like, yeah, like I told him, yeah, because everybody had already knew. I still don't know to this day how everybody found out, but I just chalked it up. I'm assuming she told the little girls, one of the little girls told somebody else, but everybody had found out. Oh, mind y'all, this isn't even the uncomfortable situation. This is just the backstory. So, you know, we had messed around, whatever, cool, everybody knew now. And then one of my best friends ends up, I think, catching the neck too, like, so she sucks him up too. So then we like all talk about it in the group chat. Like, you know, like, damn, like she necked me up, she necked him up. Like,
I fucking love that nigga.
explained before, I have a lot of YouTube videos for y'all. This also correlates, so remember this part if you watch the next video where I talk about the time me and like my whole group of guy friends all like, you know, smash the same girl or whatever. So then whatever time goes on, it's like February now, like middle of February. And then my one friend, my best friend who caught the neck after me, tell me like, I smashed. I'm like, okay, cool. And then they like, we all in the group chat, like, we all should try to smash. Like, you know, just some teenage BS, 17 years old, just thinking dumbly. We all should try to smash. So I'm like, okay, I'm next man up. I'm gonna go try to smash. Like, you feel me? I'm like, okay, my turn. So then I smash. And then basically, she doesn't know that we know both of us have smashed or whatever, right? So at this time, we're just acting completely clueless. So every time I link her, I say nothing. Every time he links her, he says nothing, right? Whatever, cool. So then my last friend, he smashes. So then we're all in the group chat, like, we all just like smash the same shawty, right? And then I was still smashing. She eventually finds out that we all know we all smashed. But then she started like playing sides to where she was acting like she wasn't still linking them. So I was linking her. And one day, we was linking a lot. Like I was fucking on her a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Usually it was always in the car because I didn't have my own crib and I only had girls come over if they were like my girlfriend and shit like that. So yeah, so she would just never come to the crib. So I was either like hidden in the car or, you know, my car, her car, wherever. The one time I tried to at my crib, right? So she comes over. I still think about this shit to this day. I don't know what y'all would call this, but most uncomfortable situation that I've ever been in my life. So she comes over. I was already like not feeling it, but I'm like, whatever. Sex is sex. I can use it. Cool, like, you know. I'm like, my mom will be home soon, so this has to be quick. So she gets there, we're chilling or whatever. We're just talking. We're in my room. We're laying on the bed and shit. So she's laying like on her back, and she just talked to me, and I'm sitting exactly how I'm sitting right here. But at the time, it was like a twin bed, so she's like laying like vertical, and I'm sitting just like this, and I'm talking to her, and I'm looking back at her and shit. She's like, well, like, are we gonna fuck? And I'm just like, like, I'm not really feeling it today. Like, I got a feeling my mom's gonna come home. Like, that was my biggest reason why, like, I wanted her. Like, I wasn't really feeling it, because I'm like, I think my mom's gonna come home. Like, I just got this weird feeling. Like, you know how your gut is telling you don't try some risky shit as a kid, or like as a teenager, and you're like, I'm gonna try it anyways, but then you start it, and it's like, this shit about to backfire. So I'm literally thinking it's about to backfire. So I'm like, not really feeling it. I'm like, I think you should leave. Like, I think she's gonna come home. Like, I think this is about to go bad. Like, and I just really didn't want to like have sex with her anymore, because I'm not gonna lie, I think right around this time I had found out like she was still like messing with them too, and I'm just like, ugh, like, it was fun at first, but like now it's just, I don't even want to anymore. So I'm just like, nah, I'm cool. So then she's like, no. I'm like, what you talking about? No.
What do you mean by that?
She's like, bro, like, I came over here, I drove all the way over here, like, I wanna fuck. And I'm like, bro, like, no, like, come on, hurry up, because I got a feeling she gonna pull up. She's like, no. She gets up, because I get up. She gets up and goes and stands in front of the door. And she's just like standing there with her hands behind her back, like, I'm not leaving, like, I wanna fuck. Like, come on, let's fuck. She's like, oh my gosh, like, Gianna, you got me come all the way over here. I wanna fuck, like, let's fuck, like, you always wanna fuck. I'm like, bro, like, I just know she's coming home. Like, I know for a fact, like, I know, like, I really believe you're connected to your parents and your siblings. And you know when some shit is going on. So that's what I just felt like it was. So I'm like, no, like, I really think you should go. She's standing in front of the door. She's like, I'm not leaving. So I'm trying to, like, move her out the way, and she's like, no. So then I come and sit down in the bed. I'm like, bro, so you're really not gonna leave right now? She's standing in front of the door. Like, I'm looking at the door right there. So I'm like, you're really not gonna leave right now? And she's like, no, like, I really wanna fuck. Like, I don't get why you don't wanna fuck. And I'm like, bro, we can fuck another day. Like, you act like we haven't fucked before. Like, I just have a really bad feeling. She's like, okay, it'll be fast.
1 hour later.
So then she walks over to me, and like, I'm sitting like this, and she sits on my lap. And then like, she pushes me back, and we start kissing or whatever. So obviously, I'm gonna get hard. Like, bro, there's no stopping yourself from getting hard. I'm gonna get hard. Like, that's how it works. You know what I mean? Like, there's no stopping it. So then she's like, see, you're hard. Like, that's literally, I knew it. As soon as I got hard, I'm like, she's gonna be like, you're hard, so you definitely wanna fuck. And I was like, you know what, bro, fuck it. Let's fuck. So then we fuck. And literally, as soon as we get done, I'm like, all right, bro, like, let's go now. So she gets up. She's like, you don't have to be so rude about it. Bro, like, you just gotta go. I hear the car pull in the driveway. So now I'm pissed. I'm like, bro, I told you she should leave. She might be walking in here. I'm like, bro, get your shoes. Go out the other door. Like, because there's 2 doors on my crib, but they're not like front and back. They're side and side. But one is like this side in like the corner, and then one is like this side on this other side of the house. So now I'm like, bro, go out this door, leave, and like just walk that way. Like, as soon as you get out, just walk that way. And literally, like, I'm telling you, like, as I was closing the door, I heard the keys on my door. I was just like, oh my God, bro. Like, if she would have got me caught, bro. Like, I swear to God, if she would have got me caught. So then she texted me like, I'm so sorry, like, I'm sorry, I thought I was gonna get you in trouble. Like, did you get in trouble? I'm like, no, bro, like, but still, like, you just did the most for no reason. Like, you're never that pressed for dick, like, bro. Because if I would have got caught and I didn't, and I was asking you, my biggest problem with the whole situation was like, bro, we fucked before. So it was like, she just felt stupid entitled for us to fuck that day. And I'm just like, bro, there are other days, like, you'll be okay. Like, there's always tomorrow, there's always the next day. Like, what is your problem? Like, you're like a fiend. Like, it literally was like watching a fiend for some drugs. I really stopped talking to her for real. Like, I still don't talk to her to this day. And I tell all my friends this story. I was just like, bro, that was like one of the weirdest situations. Like, I don't think I ever leave her again after that. Because I was just like, you really just was that thirsty. Like, it just made it so unattractive. Like, that's just unattractive. Like, you know, my vibe. And yeah, that was basically it. We just went on the rest of school year. But like, it was just so strange because it was like, you went from like a real cool, like, quiet. You know, like my mom really vibed with you. She thought she was like cool, whatever. And I told her like, nah, that ain't that. And I still try to like, you know, be cool with you, and you just be weird. Like people are weird. But anyways, that's the story time. It was a story, but like the backstory is like what makes the crazy story in the first place. But anyway, make sure to like the video, subscribe, fucking follow my Instagram, follow my new TikTok. Y'all know we got banned, but we gonna bounce it back. I got plenty bangers on the way. I'm in my new crib. I finally shot a YouTube video. And like, yeah, we lit. And we out. Peace. Ah.